India's performance in the World Bank's Statistical Performance Indicators (SPI) for 2019 ranks it 67th out of 174 countries, with an overall score of 70.4. The SPI evaluates national statistical systems across 5 dimensions: data use, data services, data products, data sources, and data infrastructure. India excels in data services and data sources but lags in data use and data products. It faces criticism for the quality of its official statistics and methods, with concerns about poverty estimates and data comparability. To improve, India has initiated surveys for Sustainable Development Goals data and should focus on enhancing data infrastructure and international engagement.
The Indian government's efforts to decolonize the nation include renaming landmarks and reclaiming indigenous terms like Bharat. Amid these changes, questions arise about revising the constitution. Mahatma Gandhi's 1908 vision proposed a decentralized, village-based Swaraj constitution, emphasizing self-sufficiency and duty to the state. However, B.R. Ambedkar's vision prevailed in 1950, focusing on universal rights, a strong state, and social equality. Gandhi distanced himself from his own constitutional ideas, aligning with Ambedkar's consensus-backed vision. Today, amid national flux, there's a call to revisit constitutional ideals, considering both Ambedkar's and Gandhi's perspectives, emphasizing good governance and fundamental change.
The Maldives has elected Mohammad Muizzu as its new president, defeating incumbent Ibu Soleh in a runoff election. Muizzu, the mayor of Male and a member of the PPM party, won nearly 54% of the vote, while Soleh received 46%. The electoral loss for Soleh is attributed to anti-incumbency sentiments, economic concerns post-COVID-19, internal party rifts, and sovereignty issues raised by the PPM, which advocated for removing Indian military personnel. The election was perceived as an India-China contest due to Soleh's pro-India stance. New Delhi congratulated Muizzu and must navigate Maldives' political landscape cautiously, balancing ties with India, China, and the US.
In a historic ruling, the Madras High Court has upheld the conviction of officials involved in a brutal 1992 attack on the Adivasi community of Vachthi in Tamil Nadu. The incident, where police and officials descended upon the village, beating residents, destroying homes, and raping women, had gone unpunished for decades. The villagers sought justice through the courts, leading to convictions in 2011, although these were later stayed on appeals. The recent High Court ruling not only reinforces the efficacy of the SC Cent, Prevention of Atrocities Act, but also showcases the power of an alert civil society, dedicated lawyers, and an independent judiciary in ensuring justice despite societal inequities.
India, facing an aging population with 9% over 60 in 2011 expected to rise to 12.5% by 2030, focuses on the unique healthcare needs of the elderly on International Day of Older Persons. The country's National TB Prevalence Survey showed that TB prevalence among those over 55 is significantly higher than the national average. Elderly TB patients face delayed diagnosis due to symptoms being dismissed as signs of old age, complicated management due to comorbidities, and socio-economic challenges, including limited access to healthcare, stigma, and mental health issues. A comprehensive, elder-friendly approach to TB care, including holistic models, capacity building, support protocols, data disaggregation, and research, is advocated.
In Andhra Pradesh, political parties have historically promised alcohol prohibition in their manifestos to gain votes, but these promises have rarely been fulfilled. The founder of the Telugu Desam Party, TDP, N.T. Rama Rao, implemented prohibition in 1994, but it was later overturned by his son-in-law N. Chandrababu Naidu in 1995. Similarly, the current Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy, who pledged phased prohibition, has not implemented it, and it seems unlikely due to financial constraints. Reddy's government raised funds by issuing bonds through the Andhra Pradesh State Beverages Corporation Limited, which included a condition against prohibition. The opposition is critical of this unfulfilled promise, especially among women voters who supported Reddy, hoping for prohibition's reinstatement.
The All India Anna Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, AIADMK, ended its alliance with the Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, citing diminishing returns and dissatisfaction among its voters. Data from the 2021 Tamil Nadu Assembly elections revealed that the BJP's contested vote share of 34.2% within the AIADMK-led alliance was the lowest, indicating a poor transfer of AIADMK's votes to the BJP. Dissatisfaction among AIADMK voters with the BJP's rise, especially in urban areas, also influenced the decision to sever ties. The AIADMK's discomfort with the BJP's growing influence in Tamil Nadu, particularly in the western region, played a significant role in the alliance's dissolution.
The release of the Reserve Bank of India's (RBI) monthly bulletin in September indicated a decline in households' net financial savings from 11.5% in 2020 to 21 to 5.1%. The government argued that this reduction in financial savings didn't imply a decrease in total savings, as households took advantage of low interest rates to invest in physical assets like homes and vehicles. However, data revealed a rise in liabilities, with personal loans like credit card debt and loans against jewelry increasing significantly. This trend raises concerns, especially if households are borrowing to maintain consumption amidst income loss and inflation, potentially facing challenges if interest rates rise.
6 young people from Portugal, aged 11 to 24, are suing 32 European governments, including the UK, Russia, and Turkey, at the European Court of Human Rights in Strasbourg. The plaintiffs claim that these governments have failed to take sufficient action against the climate crisis, violating their human rights and discriminating against young people globally. The lawsuit, filed in 2020 after wildfires in Portugal, argues that European nations have exceeded their global carbon budgets, violating fundamental rights protected under the European Convention on Human Rights, including the right to life and freedom from discrimination. A ruling is expected in the first half of 2024.
Former Egyptian MP Ahmed El Tantoui was targeted with Citrox's Predator spyware between May and September, using SMS and WhatsApp links. Apple released an update to fix the bug used in the attack. Commercial spyware is malicious software used for surveillance, often deployed by governments to spy on political opponents. Spyware infiltrates devices, stealing sensitive data and forwarding it to third parties. Governments are increasingly using spyware against political dissidents. Tech companies, including Apple and Meta on WhatsApp, have taken steps to address vulnerabilities in their software exploited by spyware firms, releasing updates and pursuing legal action.
The Kármán Line, located 100 kilometers above sea level, serves as an imaginary boundary between Earth's atmosphere and space. Established in the 1960s by the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale, FAI, it regulates airspace, distinguishing where traditional aircraft can no longer fly without a propulsion system. Crossing this line qualifies an individual as an astronaut. Despite its symbolic significance, there's minimal difference in air pressure or composition on either side of the line, and Earth's gravity continues to exert its pull nearby. The Kármán Line also delineates airspace a country can claim ownership of from international space governed like international waters.